the outside, Elena and Marcus were the it couple. He was a rising star in corporate law. She was a talented interior designer. Their wedding was a six-figure affair that trended on Instagram for weeks. But as the last petal of white hydrangea wilted, so did the illusion. Elena didn't marry Marcus because she loved him. She married him because she was tired. Tired of being the single friend, tired of her mother's constant nagging about her biological clock, and terrified of the silence in her apartment. Marcus was safe. He was the correct choice on paper. But safe has a funny way of feeling like a cage when the lights go out. The slow burn of resentment. The nightmare didn't start with a scream. It started with silence. Marcus wasn't a monster. He was a ghost. He buried himself in billable hours to avoid the hollow woman he'd married. Elena, in turn, began to loathe the very thing she once found stable. His predictable jokes felt like nails on a chalkboard. His touch felt like a debt she couldn't pay. The breaking point came on their third anniversary. Marcus surprised her with a deed to a massive suburban fixer-upper. "We can finally start that family everyone's talking about," he said, beaming. Elena looked at the deed and didn't see a home. She saw a life sentence. She realized she had built a skyscraper of a life on a foundation of sand, and the cracks were finally swallowing her whole. That night, Elena found a leather-bound journal in Marcus's desk while looking for a pen. She shouldn't have opened it, but she did. The entry from the night before their wedding read, "I know she doesn't love me. I know I'm just the man who fit the mold. But I'm too embarrassed to cancel the caterers now. Maybe if I provide enough, she'll eventually forget she's pretending." They were two people drowning in the same pool, each holding the other down to stay afloat. They weren't victims of a bad person. They were victims of their own fear of being alone. The union built on regret wasn't a mistake. It was a choice they both made every single morning. Elena didn't pack her bags that night. She walked into the living room, sat across from Marcus, and placed the journal on the coffee table. "We are both lying," she whispered. The silence that followed wasn't heavy. For the first time in years, IT was light. It was the sound of a nightmare ending and the cold, hard, beautiful truth beginning. The question is, how many of us are living a lie just because we are too afraid of what people will say if we tell the truth? This story is a reminder that a beautiful wedding is easy to plan, but a beautiful life requires honesty. I want to hear from you guys. Which part of Elena and Marcus's story hit you the hardest? 1. The safe choice, when Elena realized she married him just to stop her mother's nagging. 2. The anniversary gift, when the dream home felt like a prison cell. 3. The journal reveal, finding out that Marcus was just as miserable and aware of the lie as she was. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. Thank you. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Stories like these remind us to value our truth over our image. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a tale. And share this with someone who needs to hear that it's never too late to choose yourself.